Thursday, isn't it?
It is.
Thursday is Dan Day.
How have you been?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. These charts are a bit, not the best. We had 52 pips yesterday, that's all I had this week. It's just, it's slow. Set. We're up 52 pips this week on live stream anyway, but
Not bad.
not too bad. It's not too
Down 70
bad.
from yesterday. So I just got in early, too early.
Yeah.
But stopped us out and then.
When you break even, came down, stopped it. It's been like that this week. It's just strange. But this is what we've got to do. We've got to just ride the waves, don't we?
Well, this is it. Gotta deal with it. Gotta deal with it.
Well, I'm going to do a proper fresh top down
Right.
on everything. I'll tell you what, our oil trade's looking nice.
Aye. I haven't been in. Just
Is it working that good?
yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad at the minute. We're just getting some rain, so
Yeah.
it's been too.
We had rain last night and today. Might be really nice weather next week.
Yeah, it's pretty down up north the other day, so I can deal with that. Not leave the house.
Yeah. That's what's nice. I love it when it's bad weather and you just, on the weekend, you've got nothing to do. If there's nothing to do nothing. That's my motto.
Nothing. Put the computer on and
Yeah.
have a game day.
Yeah.
And I mean, I need to do me weekly clothes watching, right? I can't put it out anymore.
Stand in the rain. Be alright.
Just wearing me clothes.
Yeah. I'm just setting up this OBS.
No worries, man. How's the fam? Is everybody all right?
Yeah, we're doing alright. We're doing alright. Getting there. Getting there. Come on. It's weird, this OBS, because there's so many little things on it. Guaranteed always one is not going to be working. Right.
Is that for the recordings and stuff?
It's what you use to sort of stream through onto YouTube. Okay, I think I'm on. Oh, my clock's not there. Where's my clock? Where's my fucking clock? The clock's the one that always disappears. I tell you what, it's like, it's pissing down. It isn't that warm.
What did you think of end of the season?
Ah, mate. I mean, I said top 4 and a cup this year, and everyone laughed at me. Everyone laughed at me.
I didn't laugh at you.
You didn't. You support me and picked me up.
Oh, I'd be tough, but
Yeah. But
I know, but
I mean,
was
to
tough.
finish 5th, I was there and thereabouts. But the reason I said 4th, because I said we'd get Champions League. That's why I said 4th. But then when they added an extra place on, technically I wasn't wrong.
You have you weren't. You were
But
absolutely.
for me,
Hang on, why didn't you put that on?
oh, I should have. But for me, no one else should get manager of the season. No one.
Then how?
Then how? Yeah. Always gets overlooked. Where is my thing? Like, we might have to do without a clock today.
Everybody like going like crazy for Slot.
Mate, he's came into a good team.
Well, he's a good manager. You can't like take that away from him, and he has done decent with Liverpool. But like you say, he's inherited the squad. The squad was already built.
Do you want to hear my argument, right? Manager this season shouldn't be on what that manager wins, believe it or not. It should be which manager has had the biggest impact on a club. That's what it should have been. And for me, the season where Eddie Howe should have got it is when the season before and the season before and the season before were fighting relegation. We finished 19th. Yeah. And then the next season, 1 year of him took over, we were Champions League.
Yeah.
For me, the impact he's had, no manager had a bigger impact than what Eddie Howe had. So for me, he should have been manager of the season there. But he didn't win anything. He's not a big name. And we always just get overlooked. And that's fine. That's fine. But that's what manager of the season should be. Not what the win. Slotters came in. I could have managed that team. They only needed a little bit of extra. Like, Klopp had them there, needed enough there anyway. They only needed a slight little change. He bought Sly, is it? Or was that when Klopp was there?
Yeah.
But, nah, no way should he be manager of the season. But you'll probably get it.
For Amarin, for the wonderful work he's done with.
You know what? I like Amarin, right? And this talk, I can't believe Man United fans are talking, should we get rid of Amarin? Like, how talk about hitting your head off a brick wall. How many managers? It's not the manager's fault. It's not the manager.
That's it. It's everything else behind the scenes and the players that you've got.
The players are just not good enough.
Nah. Definitely not. They're not good enough for Premier League.
Because what it is, you can't really blame behind the scenes, right? Unless it's a really negative environment, as in with all the staff, right? But you can't really blame. The players should be going from home to training ground. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. There shouldn't be in and about everything else. So the environment, the manager sets that. I honestly think them players are just not good enough. And another thing what's doing me, and I'm having a rant here. They're going on about, but Anthony's gone and he's ripping it up. Yeah, he's in a shit league. He's ripping it up in a shit league. The Premier League's the hardest league in the world. Like, Rashford's gone to Villa. Yeah, he's better, but he's still nowhere good enough. And the thing about Rashford, for me, and same with Harry Maguire, these English players, they have one good season. Mason Mount as well had one good season. And that's it. We rate them, they're having an off season, they're not doing as good. No, they had one good season. They're not good.
Yeah.
They're just average players, and they're not very good. It's simple as that.
We've then gone for shit tons of money, so expectation becomes way higher than it should have been anyway.
Yeah.
But I mean, look at what's his face who left? McTominay.
Yeah. He's ripping it up, isn't he? Yeah, but he's in another shit league. This is what I'm saying. They're not up at they're not up against the likes of De Bruyne, Silva, Joe Linton, who's a beast. Schlobbers, like, you're not up against midfielders like that in these leagues. Like, yeah. No wonder he's doing well. I'd do well. But anyway.
Can't speak Italian.
Pasta?
Just let it know.
Pasta? Pizza?
Pasta, pizza, calzone.
Yeah. Calzone. Oh,
That'll get you through.
I could eat a calzone right now. Anyway, right guys. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to our football stream. Oh no, it's trading, isn't it? Shit.
Trading stream.
Yeah, trading stream. Also football and politics now and again, and conspiracy theories if you're into that sort of stuff. This week we've only had one trade on this week on the live streams, and that was yesterday's 52 pips. We peaked, we grabbed, so you could have had 52 pips from us. Unfortunately, it's just not lining up for us at the moment. Things are just not there, available. Or we're setting loads of pendings, but we're just not getting activated. And that's just what trading is like, unfortunately. However, we have got a swing trade on oil. I did put a trade ID. I mean, hopefully this is the weekly flipping to the upside, and we're going to close bullish on the weekly, and I'm hoping that that's going to initiate the move. But what I had is, I can't really see us driving down without breaking this high, so that's where we'll go risk free. I did have a trade ID on gold. I've deleted the bloody things. I did have a trade ID on gold, which got activated last night. I think we peaked. So you could have grabbed some pips and went to break even. Where the hell was it? I'd have to have a look. What time is it? I love the music, it's all done, you. 2200. Midnight. I think we're here, you know.
Yeah.
I think it was here. So it literally tapped and rejected. We'd got in here. Tapped, rejected. Came up to 3295, which was a total of, obviously this is not on the stream, quite a lot of pips to be fair, and then he came down and stopped. So if you didn't go break even, you would have had stops. But yeah, that wasn't too bad of a trade. So we'll do another top down on gold, another top down on NAS and oil. We don't need a top down, but we are on track, and we're expecting price to come. If you're new on the stream, what we've got with oil, it's a swing trade. I only ever take swing trades on oil. We broke all the lows now. These are all the lows here. Broke all the lows. We're thinking, okay, that price needs to break out of this wedge to the upside. Well, we're in a decision making area where price is either going to drive through the next range, because this and this is very clean traffic, or we're going to come back up into this range and break out of this wedge now, which we've been trying to break out. And the reason we haven't been able to break out is because every time you tap it, you haven't been breaking any lows. This didn't break a low. This broke a low, but didn't actually break these lows. So we're thinking we haven't had enough liquidity. So we've been waiting for this breakout to the downside, which we've got. Now it's a case of, is this now the move to break out this wedge? And if it is, we literally could expect prices coming up to 106.06 levels, which would be really nice, wouldn't it? Be really nice. If we're wrong, price should still come and break this high before driving down. So this high here, price should still break this before driving down. Okay, if it wants to drive down. Now we've also got an ambush to the downside. We've got an ambush where if we get a daily close below 57.24, we can then sell down to 44.88. It's pretty clean traffic, as in it's pretty fast going down there, and there's not much pullbacks. It sort of just drives straight through that area. So yeah, we're currently in profit. This is my oil trade now. We're up $450 on it, which is nice. And yeah, pretty good. Okay, oil or NAS, Dan? Which one should we do first? Sorry, gold or NAS? You've gone, haven't you? You have as well. Can't hear you if you are talking. Okay, I'll make a decision for you then, since you fucked us off. Let's go on NAS. So let's do a top down on NAS, guys. So, monthly. We know the monthly's bullish. We had a fake out back to the upside and we needed to come and fill the range. We've filled the range now, but we've only got 2 days left of this month. Where's this monthly going to close? We don't really want to take buys above until we get a monthly close above, but we've already pushed above. So at any point, this monthly could pull back and close respecting this level at any point, right? Or it could obviously close out, but it can do anything still at the moment. But what this means to us is we've got no advantage point. We've got no range left to take advantage of. So it's very difficult at the moment with the monthly. So let's go down to the weekly. Now the weekly, we had a range here on the weekly, but doesn't mean it's going to get tapped that area because we know the monthly has filled its range. So it doesn't mean it's going to get tapped, but that is the weekly range. You've also then got another range here, which we closed respecting last week with this candle, and then we pump back up. Now what I can see is you have got a minor range. If you look at this, come from this level, reject, you come up and you tap 21,938, 21,938, and you reject again. So we could see a rejection from that level, or we might need to fill the range with a weekly, or this could pull back because we know the monthly could close respecting. So have you noticed the top down what I'm doing? I'm saying this could happen, this could happen, this could happen, this could happen. It's too much. What we want to do is come on and go, well, the weekly has done a bottom wick. It should be filling this range now. That's what should happen. Okay, the daily has done this. Now it should be doing that. That's when you know you're going to have a good day. But when you're coming on doing a top down and going, this weekly can do anything. This daily can do anything. This 6 hour can do anything. That's when you're like, let's walk away from the charts. But doesn't mean we can't catch something, right? So the weekly doesn't really help because the weekly again can do anything. You've got no bottom wick on it either. So yeah. Now what's the dailies telling us? So you've got another minor range on the daily, which is here. I believe that's that weekly area as well. Is it? Yeah, a little weekly area. Could we see a rejection from here? Potentially. If the monthly wants to close respecting, then we're probably going to see a rejection from here today. But I'm not sure this daily will flip to the downside. That's the thing. I don't think it will flip to the downside. I think it'll probably close bullish. So if it's going to close bullish, then you probably wouldn't be looking at wing back sells. It doesn't really help because that's the next support. We're sort of hovering at the moment. We're hovering between here and here because remember, we're not here. We are currently here. That's where we're at. We go off previous candle. That's where we're at the moment. This candle at the minute is still moving. It can do anything. Okay. So we're hovering and we need to fill the range and close at the top of the range because we can't just... Price can reject and make its own new ranges. But the majority of the time, you've got to bounce off something. You've got to bounce off something. And the only thing to bounce off is here. But we haven't closed yet. So I could probably expect maybe a daily close respecting and then a bearish close. So if we get this daily close respecting today, which we've already done the range, that means we're not going to move much. And then tomorrow, which is the monthly, maybe the monthly pulls back and closes respecting that zone. Yeah. Maybe respecting this zone back into the area. Well, that wouldn't be there. It would be the monthly pulling back, closing respecting. So it sort of tells us that we're a bit stuck today on NAS. So we're not really liking it. Unless it gives us something where we can get in and give us an advantage point, like a fake out or something like that. So if we can, I don't know, probably wouldn't even take sells, guys, because I'm expecting this daily to close bullish up here. So I honestly think we're probably going to just consolidate today. So it's probably no trade for me on NAS. Again. Unless, let me have a look at one more thing. Yeah, I don't really like NAS, guys. There's probably nothing going on for me. Yeah. Okay, any questions on NAS? No? Good, well done. Let's go into... let's have a look at gold. Okay, so... monthly is heavily bullish still. 2 days left of this monthly. How is this monthly going to close? We don't know as of yet. Now, this is what's interesting, right? So, we had that breakout to the upside. We've got 2 days left of this weekly. Now, what we're expecting on this weekly is... we're expecting this weekly to flip to the upside. If it doesn't, and it closes like this, how disgusting. These are weekly candles, guys. Look at that. That's disgusting. Right? This is what I'm saying. This is why it's been hard to grab trades, because we're doing stuff like this. So what we are expecting though is we had a breakout to the downside, which was a break below here. There's your breakout. Then we had a fake out, which completely filled the range and broke out on the other side. Right? Then the weeklies opened up and pulled back first, which is fantastic for us because that's what we want. So technically what I would expect on this weekly is, now that we've had a breakout to the upside, is this weekly to flip to the upside like that, okay, and close bullish. But we've only got 2 days left. So in order to do that, if we mark up the top of the weekly and then go down to the daily, what would we need to see today and tomorrow in order to do that? We would need to see this daily candle flip bullish, and then the next daily come up like that. That's what we would need to see off today's candle for the weekly to flip. Okay, could we see that? And does the lower time frames tell us that we could potentially do that? Well, if we go back to the weekly, how far could we have a bottom wick? Well, this bottom wick come as far as tapping, testing the previous wick, but not breaking it. I can't really see it breaking it unless price wants to go that way. If it breaks it, that tells me that, okay, we're probably going to get a bearish close here, and then we're probably going to do something like this. Okay, if we break that previous low. But if we are going to flip, then we probably won't break this low. Therefore, we're probably going to start flipping in and around these areas where we are now. So, if we're expecting that, couldn't we just get a buy stop above the weekly? Yeah, you could. You could do that. And you just have the stops below the weekly what you're on, and see where it goes. So you could actually get a buy stop on now if you wanted to. But obviously we're trying to get better entries. Now, what is the daily done? So the dailies have came, and then we had a wing back. We had a wing back by We had a wing back buy here yesterday, and so it's not the same thing, but our stops were below these candles, but we've came and broke that low. Okay. Now, if doesn't mean that we're not wrong, just means that price needs to come and break all them lows. Is this daily going to flip to the upside today if that weekly is going to close? Well, that's what I would expect, really. Could I look at sells? Well, if we look at the zones, let's turn the market indicator on. So it doesn't really give us much, does it? The only zones we've got, guys, is probably, and this is a gap, so it's really hard to have this as a zone. But you do get loads of rejections here. It makes it difficult because of the zones. And it's going to be hard taking buys up because we're not bullish on the daily. But if we are going to take buys up, then we would want buys on the flip of the daily. So we need to look at ranges around them levels to see if we wait for a 4-hour break above or 1-hour break above, could we grab a buy maybe? Let's have a look. So this is where the zones come a bit more clear. So we've got this is a 6-hour zone. So we've had, if we can get a 6-hour close back in, we would have had a fake out to the downside into the next zone. Could that be a sign to come back up? Actually, the 4 is exactly the same. So if we could maybe get a 4-hour close back in, we could just take a buy up. And it would be a case of stops below the 4. And if prices come in, if we're wrong and the daily needs to keep pushing, then you're just going to get stopped out. You probably won't have a chance to get out either. But if the daily is going to flip to the upside, and then the weekly is going to start flipping to the upside, then fantastic. So we could potentially look at that, but that's an hour and a half yet. But you've got to understand as well, we're still bearish on the daily. Normally I wouldn't like taking buys unless the daily is bullish. Yeah, nothing really helps me. Nothing really helps me apart from the 4. I would need the 4 to close. At least. And then we would, what it is we need, so this is what we need a 4 close above. And then we need a bottom wick. I need a bottom wick to rule out this fake out, because we could easily get a fake out back to the downside. So we need a steep bottom wick. And then we could have buys above on a lower time frame for the flip, or just a buy stop. Because this easily could be a break, retest to come down. Bit of a shit areas where prices really, because it's quite clean traffic here. So the next range down, you're looking at that. So you drive straight through. We've never, ever, right? We've never rejected here, ever. We've never, ever rejected. The first time ever we've ever rejected here. You've got rejections here on a lower time frame, but we've never closed bullish here. We've always just drove straight through to the bottom of this zone. So why are we not driving through to the bottom of that zone? Well, is that because the weekly needs to flip back to the upside? Interesting. That's all I've got, guys. Unfortunately, and I can't do anything unless the 4 closes above. Nas is not. Nas is just in a minging area. Yeah, what could we do with Nas? Well, you'll go with Dan, aren't you? Nas can do anything at the minute, guys. Minging.
Can you hear us, please?
I can now.
Oh,
I haven't been able to.
microphone.
What?
There's something with the microphone.
Singing too loud into it. That's why it's not working. Stop working.
Probably.
Yeah, have you heard everything I've said?
Yeah. I've still been watching.
Does it make sense?
yeah.
Just shite. Absolutely shite.
Yes. I was just saying, there's no, from like power down, there's no bottom wick in the candle either, so
Yeah.
chances are it's going to want to come back down. Whether it'll come back and close above, or if it's just going to, like you say, continue down, because it's never really rejected from there. Doesn't mean it can't reject, but it hasn't rejected. It's clean straight down, and then it can mess about. But although, yeah, we can break through and mess about before we decide whether we're shooting down or
Well,
back out.
even if you want to sell down, you've had this bullish candle which throws everything off.
Yeah.
So a lot of people would have gone in on sells underneath here, loads, because you've had a break. Because if you look left, prices drive straight through.
Yeah.
But you close bullish. So you close bullish. So you would need you'd need some sort of bearish closures on a 4 really. Maybe a lower time frame. You need some sort of bearish close, and then you could take sells below. But at the minute, everything's bullish. 3, the 2, the 1's bearish. But you know you need to break the highs, which you've done now. But I wouldn't take the 1. I think I'd need a 4. But if you get a forward bearish close, how's this forward bearish close going to look like? It's probably already going to do the flip and move down.
Yeah.
So that's probably going to be the move, maybe. So it's a very difficult one at the minute. The only way I would take sells down is if we got a forward close above, right? And then we got a fake out back in. If we got a fake out back in, I'd definitely take them for that 4 there. And I'd take that down. Stops would just be off the 4. Because if you got a fake out, there's no reason to fake out unless that's the direction. And this was just a break, retest.
Yeah.
So yeah.
See what it's doing at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Let's do.
Have you been tracking the nailer?
No.
I was tracking it, but it just went shit, mate. So I sort of stopped now. Getting like 2 double losses every day. Every week.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like you say, you can back test, but you can't really predict that it's gonna replicate going forwards. So, especially when markets are so weird.
Yeah, I mean,
Stable.
to sum up these markets, all you need to do is go on the weekly on gold. Look at that.
Yeah.
Like, Month and a half. Month and a half,
Yeah.
just messing about. That's now. Oh no, it's not, it's just windy.
Pressing down in Newcastle.
Do. I mean, my entry yesterday, 50 odd pips, 52 pips was it was off a 15 minute, I think. Good morning, Mwangi, is it? From Nairobi.
Nice.
Welcome, mate.
Yeah.
From Uganda, I tell you what, I get a lot, don't I? I get a lot. Not far. Not far.
Is that on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, Naz has disappointed me, really. We need that monthly to close. See where that monthly is going to close. What's strange, though, I've read where price is going to go on Naz and gold for the last month.
Yeah.
But I haven't been able to catch the moves. It's either just missed my entry or like hasn't activated, and it would have activated us a day later or something. Do you know what I mean? And at that point I've sort of deleted. Morning, Jade. I don't trade Euro USD or GBP USD. I only trade gold. And we have got potential buys off the 4 hour above 3279, because what we're expecting is this weekly to flip to the upside. That's what we're expecting, this weekly to flip to the upside for all-time highs again, and this is just the bottom wick. If we don't and the weekly closes like this, then we're expecting price to come and break the lows at that point the following week. So really, we're in a decision-making area, so it's really hard to catch things. But we're saying is if the 4 hour closes above, 3279 like this, and then we get a bottom wick, a steep bottom wick to rule out the fake out, because we don't want the fake out. That would be the fake out. We don't want the fake out. If once we get the steep bottom wick, we can have buy stops above for this 4 to flip, if it's going to flip, and that would be the daily flipping bullish. But I've got to make you aware this is counter trend, because the daily's bearish, but we know the weekly can flip to the upside, so we've got contradiction, which is not what we like really, but it's something what could potentially happen. If that makes sense, mate. So really we're waiting until the 4 hour close. We have got an oil trade on. I don't know whether you trade oil, which is a swing trade. More off the weekly this, which we're in profit. And that's my profit now, $480. We're up at the moment. We're expecting to break out of this wedge base. We've been in this wedge for ages, this wedge here. Okay, but none of these broke the prominent lows, this low and this low. There's been loads of liquidity down here, loads. So as we're bouncing off this wedge, bounce, each time you didn't break a low, didn't break, and then we eventually broke the low, grabbed all this liquidity. So now we're saying, okay, does price want to break out of this wedge? But it was unable to because there was no liquidity. Now we've got the liquidity. Could we come up and this be the one where we start breaking out to come up? That's That's what we've got. If we're wrong, and this is just a break and retest, and we've also got, you should break out, test the previous zone, and then if we break below here, we've got an ambush, we've got entries set below there to come and fill the rest of this range down. We've got sellers below as well. The instrument part of the chart. Can you not see the, where it says US oil there on the watermark?
Int.
Yeah. That's why the watermark's on. Tell you what I'll do, just for you, I'll put the watermark up. How do I do that again? Right in front of me. How's that? What's that look like? There you go. Hold. This 100. Beep. Well, yeah. Difficult. It's mad how like the this year has been, the start of this year has been, the way price has been moving is a lot different than last year, I think.
Yeah.
We used to get on the charts, didn't we, when we were trading on YouTube last year? We used to get on and we could grab something straight away off the 8 o'clock close, 1 hour.
Yeah.
Now it's like you get on, you look and you're thinking, bloody hell, there's nothing here.
What's it gonna do?
Yeah. What's it gonna do?
Alien oil doesn't have a bottom wick. Mine either. So, right. Still got loads of time left. Still early days. Okay, come back to them.
Yeah, so unfortunately, guys, we've got to wait. Unless something pops out for me, but what's really popping out? Should we have a look at platinum? Platinum actually broke out the wedge eventually. So we had our trend line through. We broke a low. It's similar to oil, so this is what we want to see on oil here. So your wedge, you had all these lows here, right? And we've been bouncing, come down, we broke a low, and then in order to break above, you've got to break a low to grab liquidity. We grabbed liquidity, we broke out, we retested, and then we just gone. So that's basically what we want to see on oil. Thing with platinum, I don't trade platinum anymore because the spreads are far too big. But that's basically what we want to see on oil. How's XRP doing? Come on, XRP, get up there. Oop. Where do you reckon XRP's going down? To the moon. To the moon. Look at that entry though. What missed me just. So I was gonna buy a lot of XRP at 1.56. And look at that, misters. Got an alert on there as well. And by the time I seen it, we'd already pulled back. I was like, shit, I'll wait for price to come down, and then it just didn't. And then buggered off. So we might still get down there. I don't know if I can see it though. You've got 2 days left of this monthly. This monthly is going to close bullish. And then the next month, I've got targets of, they're my 2 targets. Next monthly is just going to go boom, straight up. Straight up.
Straight up.
Yeah. And then the next one's going to go Boom.
No, I'm not holding XRP.
No,
No.
that's what
And I don't
we're
have
gonna
to-
see.
Fair.
Nah.
The investment was be absolutely buzzing.
Oh yeah. To be honest though, I literally only need how much I've got. I only need maybe $50 to hit,
Yeah.
and I'm laughing. See,
Shib.
bit of Shiba
Little Shib.
Inu.
Shiba Inu.
Shiba Inu. Remember Big Shib? The hype on that.
That never
Yeah, that never came.
came.
Yeah.
But I've still got me F sitting
Have you?
in Ethereum. Yeah, so I should probably
Ready for it?
ready. Still waiting. I don't pay attention to what they're doing. It's
Yeah. What it is there's so. I'm not a crypto expert at all. But there's so many out there, and
yeah.
it's like, do people really know, or they're just putting 50 quid on this? They put 50 quid on everything, and one meme coin takes off, and they make loads of money. But did they have to put 50 quid on 50 meme coins to do it? And then that's it, they're an expert because they made 100 grand on a meme coin, but they spent 6 grand on putting them all on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this always goes back to I always rant about social media. It's just fake as fuck. Fakest place ever.
That's it. I mean, if you're bragging about how much money you're making, then chances are it's not real.
Yeah.
Especially on my like social media. It's
You know what? I know there's people out there. I'd love to create an official auditing system. So all these side hustles and that on social media, you actually test them. So what they're promoting, you test them, and then if it's wrong what they say and they're lying, they get done. They get a spanking.
Yeah. I'll do the
It's spanking with a middle finger out.
Oh. Yeah, you've got to be very careful.
Well, Emma's plans are looking good, Dan.
What? Are they?
Yeah.
Good.
Welcome to the stream, guys. So, just a quick intro. So, my name's Pete the Crow. You can find me on social media if you want. I trade most weekdays from 8 AM UK session. You can get, if you need to know when I'm on or if I'm not on, jump into our Discord. It's free. Get into the public chat, and I sort of announce in there if I'm not on the next day. Saves you waiting about. But I trade most weekdays from 8 AM UK time. I traded last year on YouTube for a full year. Our stats were fantastic. I can probably show you, to be honest with you. Last year's. This year's it's slightly different, and not the stats in regards to how I do it. I mean, but last year we absolutely tracked everything. So we had the YouTube link. Every trade was tracked in the logbook, basically. And then so this year we've decided to come back onto YouTube. We did go in-house just for members for a while, and then we decided to come back onto YouTube. So these were the stats for last year. So this was based off a 100k account, 100k account, right? And every trade taken has its own YouTube link where we traded live. Yeah. And then these are the stats we had. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 100% months. Now this is just on stream. Okay, nothing has been put on here or hasn't been taken on stream. Okay, so as you can see from the stats, from one 100k account, And the way I trade as well, it's within the rules of a prop firm. Okay, so you should be fine to sort of jump onto prop firms with the way I trade. 100k account. Yeah, so that's the stats we had last year. We're back this time. We've got a logbook, but the way I'm trading is I used to use a trade copier. I used to use a so last year it was a demo account what I used to copy to my live accounts because I wanted these all to see the growth in my balance, which is did see the growth in my balance going up. But this year with the trade copy, I've changed the way I trade. I don't really use a trade copy anymore. I alternate my accounts. So one day I might be on a 50k account, another day I might be on a 100k account, and vice versa. So it all depends on the day really of what I'm trading. And that's why I haven't got one MT4 account what I'm trading. So by all means, you can jump on the streams with us, like and subscribe to the channel. If you want more about our company, you can see it in the descriptions down below. There's all sorts there for you. And that's it. Also, I'm an alcoholic on the weekends. I like to dress up in women's clothes. And me and Dan go to bed together.
Yeah.
I'm only joking about the last bits, guys. I don't dress up in women's clothes. Only on certain, occasions, special occasions, funerals, things like that, birthdays,
Wednesdays,
Tuesdays, Fridays, Thursdays. So, what's your expectations for the tune next year?
I have zero expectations.
Ooh.
I don't have a clue what's going to happen. We'll see what the. I think if they want to be serious about a push for anything, I mean, we've been restricted, so we knew we weren't going to do well when we first got into the Champions League. You know my thoughts on that. I think we should have got a smaller competition. We might have been able to.
Yeah.
Like if we'd got Europa, we could have had a good push at that. I think we did extremely well with the group that we had.
Oh yeah, we did. We were just unlucky. We got robbed of PSG.
Yeah. And injuries hindered us winning other games.
Yeah.
Because I think we could have beat everybody quite comfortably. We had a full squad. So if we strengthen, then I think we can really look to get out of our group stages.
Yeah.
And then I think got a good chance of finishing top 5 again.
Yeah. Well,
it's going to be the first time we're sort of competing on all fronts again. So, like I say, see how we're strengthening. If we've got a lot of depth, I don't see why we can't have a good one.
I'm exactly the same as you then, because I'm like, it's hard to say what you expect, because if we don't sign anyone, right? Like if we don't sign someone who we're expecting to start, right, and we just we sign sort of backup, if you like, then I can't see us doing. We might do all right. I don't think, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't expect us to get through the group stages. I don't expect us to win a cup, and I would expect us to be top half of the table, but I don't think we'll be in the top 6.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll get in the top 6. I think it all depends on who they bring in, but the team we've got is fantastic. We just need some better signings. We need another striker and another right winger, proper right winger.
So they're looking at Mbuemo
from Southampton.
Yeah.
He's linked with Man U loads.
Was it Brentford?
Sorry, Brentford. Yeah, sorry, not Southampton. Yeah.
But who else? Him and
Well, I find with Newcastle though, they don't sign people really. They always get them from abroad.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's been PSR, isn't it? So, like, we're being held back from action just whatever we want on players. So they have to be frugal. They're looking at organs from abroad at potential to be world class.
Yeah.
So they're not ready-made articles, and anybody who we have bought hasn't just walked into the team.
Yeah.
So, like, I was clearly been working with them in the background, getting them up to the speed of how he plays. I think if anybody's at that level already when they're coming in, which is your ready-made stars like Buemo, probably just walked. Might take, like,
Well, he would, wouldn't he?
Keep them out for a couple of games. It might be sort of like substitutions late on, just while they get a feel for. But imagine he would start above Murphy.
Yeah. Even though Murphy's had an unreal season, the last few games have been terrible though.
It's one season.
Well, this is what
as well. He's a standout season. You could see a glimpse of it, and he was always hitting posts.
Yeah.
And stuff like that the season before, and you're just like, where's the finish sort of article? And he's been fantastic this season.
Yeah.
But if he can replicate that next season, if all the players can continue the same form, if not better it, with the additions joining that,
Yeah.
then we can push for things. I don't know if we can win any of the competitions again, but we should be able to at least compete for the Carabao,
Yeah.
FA and things like that. But obviously Euro's going to be harder.
I'd be happy with hitting Champions League again next season. That would be a successful season for me.
Oh, whether that's, you know, from league position or winning one of the cups.
I don't think we'll win a cup next season. I think we'll have too much on our plate with Champions League. Our squad's not big enough. We haven't got depth. This is why it's hard, because we don't know who we're signing. So we haven't got depth, and it proved it last time in the Champions League. We couldn't handle it, and missing out on European football this season, I think, was a blessing. I don't think we would have won a cup if we didn't miss out. So I actually think Man U done us a favour the season before when they knocked us out of that spot.
Final.
Yeah, I think they've done us a favour, and they've done us a favour against Villa. Like, they've just, because of they've literally saved our skin this season with Champions League. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Funny, innit? But of all teams. But yeah, I can't see us winning anything, and I'd be happy with another Champions League place. I'd like to get out of the knockout stages. That would be good for me. Get out of the group stages, Champions League.
Yeah. He's still going to the Europa League if you get knocked out in the
I don't know.
knockout stages of the.
I don't know. I don't think you do you?
Googles.
It's nice that different teams have won the cups this year, though, like with Crystal Palace and Newcastle. Chelsea won the Europa Conference, was it the other night?
Morning. Morning.
Oh,
Morning.
Morning, John. How are you doing, my mate?
Just accidentally placed a trade too keenly and then lost $80.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, no, other than that.
Always good. Always good.
What did you place that on? Because I've not seen anything. I need the forward to close.
Was it Naz?
Yeah, Naz Naylor, innit?
Oh, was it? Let's have a look how Naz Naylor went on this morning.
Not well.
Naz conned me out of money last night, so
So,
That's a half a yard. No top wick. I wouldn't have gone in on that, John.
I know exactly. That's why I closed. It was all a loss,
Oh, good, John.
and then it flipped just shortly after I closed it out. So, yeah.
Jesus.
But
Shite
there you go,
movement.
that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Does, mate.
To be honest with you, I've actually had a really good week on trading this week.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm 800 up, like not up on the account, but I've clawed quite a lot of money back. So
Well, I was showing Dan earlier, if you look at gold, mate, gold sums up on the weekly, sums up why trading's been shit. Look at that. This whole month's been dreadful, I think, for trading.
Christ, that's bad, isn't it?
It's awful, man. Like, that sums it up. Let's have a look at the big numbers.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's,
And
that's
this is
really
why
good.
you think that you're losing your trading skill, or you've got to work on it again or go back to base, but you don't. It's just the markets. What you need to work on is knowing when to trade and when not to trade. That's it.
Mm.
And it's so hard to have a full week of no trades. So hard. I've had 52 pips on stream this week. That's it. That's all we've had.
Yeah, I've done all right. I'm $170 away from break even. When I was
That's good.
23,900 last week, so
Yeah.
I've actually clawed quite a considerable.
You've done really well there, John, because you were quite low, weren't you?
Mm. So I'm pretty happy with that so far.
Yeah.
But that also tells me that I'm due a loss as well. So
Don't think like that. But I know what you mean, yeah. Because I used to think like that with last year, even when I was streaming. So I'd average about between 15 and 20 trades without a loss. And then, but when I hit that 15, I'd be like, oh, I'm due a loss now. Due a loss. Do you know what I mean?
mm.
But you can't think about it. You just gotta keep going.
Why though? Because I mean, like it's like I say, it's an odds game, isn't it? It's like because that's all it is. Is you can analyze it and you can trade however the fuck you want. But it's at the end of the day, the market's like it's smart gambling, really, isn't it? It's about putting the odds in your favor. But sooner or later, you are gonna land on a loss. Like it's gonna happen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I suppose it depends on the odds of the strategy. Do you know what I mean? It depends on your general odds. On how you trade and how good you are at it. I mean, I know for myself, I only do the nailer at the moment, and I've been trading the same logic on gold and NAS at night as well.
Yeah.
And I've had a load of wins, but when I weigh it up, I sit there and I think I'm due a loss. So I'm thinking about maybe just staying out of it until I see the loss and then getting back in, because the odds of winning after the loss are much higher. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you want to look at Andre was telling us gold, I think it was 15 minute, same nailer strategy, but on the 15-minute candle. Half 8 still.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said it's been
What,
working
gold at 8:30?
Yeah, if you go
What, the closing candle at 8:30 or the closing candle at
I
9?
think there was you'll have to message them in the chat. Oh no, wait there. Good. So this was 6 months worth of testing. At 7:30, 7:45 candle.
Cool.
I think he was doing 2 to 1 as well. Yeah.
I mean, if he's done 6 months of back testing, that's still pretty good, though, isn't it? Does he tell you how many wins and losses he had?
Yeah, wait, I'm just reading it now. Just said it's the same rules as. Excuse me. Oh bloody hell! That
Broken Pete.
just coughed me. Morning, Chris. You just caught me when I'm choking on my own saliva. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, Andre said it's the 15-minute chart. 7:30 to 7:45. I've just asked him if it's the same rule. Fucking hell. Same rules as the nailer. See what it says. Good morning, Chris. How you doing, mate? You remember Chris getting on, Dan? Last year. Used to have the same few people who got on our YouTube lives.
Yeah.
So basically what he's saying is on gold on the 15-minute, it's a 2-to-1, right? So if we find the 7:30 candle, and
4 to 8, yeah.
say again over.
Which closes at 4 to 8.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it would have been
Okay.
this one here, but that would have activated it to the downside. Unless he's doing the 2 as well.
Is that the last 15-minute candle, the last one?
Yeah.
Yesterday, I presume.
Well, he's just messaged saying he's had a TP hit this morning with it.
Mm.
But this,
7:45 close. The little like.
Yeah.
no, he said, yes, 7:45 close, which is this one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I've got the same
Isn't that
thing
not
here.
the
Well,
doji?
Well, I mean, I'm not sure whether I would have taken that myself personally, because obviously it's a doji candle, but
well, no, because that's doji. It's this candle, this one.
Oh
Your
yes, it's
chart
one
different.
before.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm looking at fucking.
So-
numbers, that's why.
So,
Yeah, it's a 7:30 15-minute candle.
yeah. So you
Yeah,
would have had
but the
a
7:45 candle's the doji one.
yeah. So you would have had a
Yeah.
stop there. And
Yeah,
I
so
believe on
that's
this he's
it.
doing 2-to-1. So
Well, no, because the 7:30. Now you're looking at the wrong candle. It's the doji one, which is the bullish one.
is it?
It's a 7:45 candle on the screen now. Is the candle that opens at 7:30, closes at 7:45. So he would have placed a buy, and it would have gone to his TP. So that is the candle that closes at 7:15 to 7:30. If you look
No,
at
the
7:45
time-
candle-
No, no.
He's told me 7:30 to 7:45.
Yeah. But that's the way it works on there is that's the candle that closes at 7:30.
No, it's
So
not.
he's
It's
well.
It's not.
Are you
Look,
sure?
look at the candle we're looking at now. So this candle says 9 o'clock at the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means this opened at 9 o'clock, and this is going to close at 1:15. So,
Yeah.
so the time of the candle is when it opens. So this one opened at 7:30 and closes at 7:45.
Rewind it. Rewind your charts. Rewind your charts. See, nothing there. Closed at 7:30.
No, this means it opens at 7:30.
But that candle's already printed.
Yeah, but watch if I go down to 5 minutes. Yeah, Right there. So there's the 7:30. There's the 7:30 open candle there. That's what this candle opened at 7:30. 7:35. 7:45. So the time here at the bottom, that's the time of when the candle opens, not closes.
Oh right. Oh well.
That makes sense.
Unless he's got it wrong, unless he means the 7:45 to 8 o'clock candle then.
No, either that or because
yeah,
you would have got a win to the upside.
Like you say, he would have had a loss, wouldn't he? He would have.
No, he wouldn't.
If it was the other way.
He wouldn't because he would have had a break even. But if he's doing 2 to 1, you'd be like that, wouldn't you?
He still would have had a win, wouldn't you?
You'd get activated there, and obviously it'd be
2 to 1. He'd still have a 1 to 1 win, wouldn't he?
He'd still have a 1 to 1 win, yeah. Yeah, so then he would have been activated here.
Yeah.
For a 2. So yeah, so yeah, he would be up, wouldn't he? He'd be up. So whatever you were risking, if you were risking 2%, he would have made 1%. No, he wouldn't. He would have made 2%.
How would he? Because he would have had his stop.
Well, if you're risking 2% here, right? That means you are gaining 4% if you win. But because he's lost 2% here, take away from 2, he'd be up 2%.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I'm just messaging him, seeing if it's the same rules. I'll start tracking it.
Does he risk it like 1%?
I don't know what he's risking, to be honest. I don't know what he's risking. Let's have a look. See what he sits. He didn't really say. I'll wait for him to reply. I believe it would be the same.
He's still in Germany.
He's still in Germany, yeah, I think. 9.
9.
When I hear German, when I'm gaming on Armor, I mean, as soon as I know the German, I just shout 9.
Oh, that's good.
That good. That good.
That's good. Über die Brücke. All I remember from my German high school. Over the bridge.
Und Hitchenhaven schleifen. That's all I know. So, what's the date? 30th. Ooh, fresh month. March. It's May now, June. Could potentially have that forward close above, guys. pain I've had to get a One Connect box. Samsung, honestly, are a nightmare. So I've seen what they do with the new tellies now.
Yeah.
So if you get like a QLED telly or something like that, you don't. It's not like you've got HDMI ports in the back of the telly. It comes with one of these, which is separate, and then you've got a cable, and the cable's different as well. Like the connector on it's completely different, and you've got to have that specific connector for that specific TV. But that box has to be specific for that TV, right?
Yeah.
So there's loads of different types of One Connect boxes, loads of different types of leads. Me, what a pain in the ass. Rang Samsung and said, look, I've got a TV here. I've got a Mint TV. Right, a QLED one. It's been in storage. We lost the One Connect box. And I'm going to put it in the garden. It's going in the garden. Yeah. So I rang Samsung. I said, oh, I lost the Connect box. He was like, well, they come with the telly. We don't sell them separate. I was like, what? Why would you create something what is separate to the TV? Do you know what I mean?
It's like being an Apple product.
And then make it separate and then not make them individually. Doesn't make sense to me. Like, so that TV now, what was like about 1,500 quid this TV, right? Can't use it. Literally can't use it.
Sorry?
I've got a QLED TV, about 1,500 quid, right?
Yeah.
And I lost the One Connect box. Okay, so I ran Samsung.
One Connect box.
So basically, the new TVs now with Samsung, you don't get like HDMI ports and USB ports in the back of the telly. What you get is one of these boxes, and it's got all the ports on, right? And then the cable from this to the TV is like a completely different port, probably what you've never seen before, right?
Mm.
But it's separate to the TV, and we lost ours when we moved. So I rang Samsung and said, oh look, I've got this TV, but I've lost the One Connect box. Can I get another one off you? They're like, oh, we don't make them.
Design.
It comes with that TV. And I was like, what? You don't make them? She was like, you'll have to find like a second-hand one. Someone selling one what sort of links up to your TV. But mate, there's that many different types of One Connect boxes where you've got a link to your TV, and then trying to get one is like gold dust. Like, it's fucking hard. So this one, I don't even actually know if this works on the TV, and this was 80 quid, right? And some of these One Connect boxes go for like 300 quid, stupid. And then,
why don't you just get a casting box then?
Doesn't work, can't do it.
What, the software doesn't work with them?
Yeah. What it is, you can't go on anything on the telly.
That's ridiculous. That
mate,
pisses me off, Pete, because I hate people who do that.
Yeah.
I hate companies that do that force people to buy certain things when they could just keep the... Do you know what I mean? It's like Apple with wireless AirPods. Have you seen what they've done recently?
No.
So they made wireless AirPods to encourage people to lose them and pay more to buy new AirPods, right? But what they've done now is they've created the Apple Wire or something, which is basically a cable that connects to the iPods, which you can have around your neck. And they're charging extortionate money for that. It's a joke. Well, absolute joke.
So I bought this for 80 quid after really struggling to find one. I'm hoping it works. And then came with no lead because it was off eBay. And it doesn't say on the ad only the box. You would think you would put only the box. Or you would highlight there's no lead with it, because it's not a normal lead. You've got to have a specific One Connect lead with it. Quite an important part. It doesn't say that at all. So I messaged the bloke. I was like,
I'd refund that, mate.
Yeah, I've said I want my money back. I said there's no lead with it. I said, well, it doesn't say that there's a lead on there. Yes, but you don't say that there isn't a lead on there. Do you know what I mean? She was like, well, I didn't say there was a lead on there in the description. Well, at least say there's no fucking lead. Like, fucking hell. You would think a One Connect box. What's a One Connect box worth without a lead? Why would I buy just a box?
If you're selling a device that does something,
if
it can't do what it's supposed to do, statewide.
So then, I googled leads, found a lead, thinking all One Connect box leads are the same. So I didn't realise that the One Connect boxes were all different. You have to get the right one for the TV, right? So that made it hard to find one. I don't even know if this works still. And then I just bought a lead thinking all the leads are the same. Fucking, they're all different again. They're all specifically designed for that type of One Connect box. So the lead come, I emailed the bloke back saying, mate, so it doesn't fit this lead, I need to send that back as well. Again from eBay. And now I've had to find another lead specific for this box. This TV has drove me crazy. Samsung. We have all Samsung TV. I like Samsung stuff, but they've let me down on this point. Let me down.
Samsung TV?
Yeah, that's fucking criminal. That is.
Yeah.
Absolutely criminal.
You've got. I don't.
There's not much there's not much you can do about it because they're not. It's not like they're not selling the product as advertised, but the fact it's just really shitty sales. That's fucking borderline fucking fraud.
Yeah.
That is awful. That is bad. That is.
Yeah, no, it really does my head in. It really does my head
Freaking
in.
eBay.
Well, I've been on eBay loads, and I'm hoping this One Connect box works. But I'm hoping the lead what I've ordered is the correct. It looks like it's the correct one.
Well, I used to work on claims and disputes for PayPal.
Did you?
I did.
What was that like? Good.
Hellish.
Hellish. I haven't heard that word for ages. Oh.
That was it. It was obviously it's just dealing with like eBay customers mainly.
Mate, but you're dealing with like angry people all day, aren't you?
Yep.
It must have been
People like
bad
it.
for your negativity.
Oh, 100%. When you're stuck in an office all day, dealing with the public
Yeah.
and the fallout of people trying to scam people and people being really silly.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, it was fun. Fun and shit at the same time. But yeah, I hate call
I can
centers.
imagine. I can imagine.
I've worked in call centers for the better part of 12 years.
There isn't any left, is there? Because you can't get through to anything anymore. You can't get through to a bank.
It's like working from home and stuff like that. So if I was working from home, I'd just be sitting at the toilet,
Yeah.
hiding, taking call. This is why I deal with bands now. Very easy to talk
They
to.
don't argue back to the.
No. Sometimes they grow sideways, but then you just have to turn them round. So it's fine. And then I just avoid whoever comes in to buy the plants that I'm growing. I just run away, hide behind taller plants. Really don't deal with people anymore.
I think with people, it's tough because nice people eventually get hurt by nasty people, and then that turns them nasty because they think, why do I bother being nice? So then you have a world of everyone just eventually just being nasty because they're being hurt.
Thankfully, that hasn't impacted me. All right. I am bitter. I hate people.
Well, that's it. Like I like to be.
I'm still nice to people.
Yeah.
Very rarely a dickhead.
Yeah. I think that's why your circle gets smaller over time. The your circle gets smaller, doesn't it? Because you get fed up with people. Just you always get let down eventually.
Well, this is it. You just I think it's the tolerance levels get lower for bullshit the older you get.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Can't be after it these days, really. I just don't. Like you say, I have no patience for it.
Well, that's it. And I mean, that's like what people are saying there. Like your circle gets smaller as it is. You tolerate less bullshit. If people want to bring negativity to you, you have to just say no. Sorry, but things have to change. Either you have to stop being so negative, or it's just you're cut out of your life, because it's just you can't have it bringing you down constantly, because you're no good.
Yeah, you're right, like
Have people in your life that are gonna bring your level up.
people who
Boost
just
you,
complain all the
do
time, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's so easy to fall into that rut when you're around negative people, because they make it negative for you, and things become a chore. So you find yourself complaining. I hate it. I hate complaining about things. So you have to, like, it's all mindset. Everything's mindset. Just get yourself into that position where you're just like, right, I don't give a shit. Be negative if you want to be negative, but stay away from us. Don't want to deal with you. You'll know plenty of people like that. Work with one of them. So it makes talking to fans so much more difficult.
Yeah. I hear you, mate. I hear you. Just drains you, don't it, when people are complaining. Oh, what you're eating there?
Not eating anything. I'm making a growler.
Is that you, John?
Hmm?
What are you eating there?
I ain't munching on anything.
I've just had a wrapper. I don't mean like Jay-Z rapper. I mean like a rapper.
Interesting.
Someone's just said in the chat, can you change your chart colours? I like my chart colours.
And you change yours.
I like my chart. I'll tell you, to be honest, I used to have just normal red and green. But, or red and blue even. But, what I found is, when I have black and white, everything's dulled down and everything's a lot calmer. I feel calmer with it. So when I have like
That needs a tune fan.
yeah. Let's have a look. See what it would look like now. They haven't touched me colours for ages. So let's have
Black. Yes, black.
blue.
I don't like that.
It's awful, isn't it? Oh, what about this one? Ooh, green.
I've got green and red on black background.
Okay, on a black background. Yeah, I don't know whether I can handle a black background. And where's the background at? Let me do the background again. That's background, here we go. Black.
Yeah.
Gradient, now we'll go solid. Black.
Oh, awful that.
Let me I need the borders.
It's a good way to quit trading.
It's just, I don't know why, and I might sound dafty, but it just, I don't know, it feels aggressive.
Yeah, that's not my colour. Mine's like a mucus green. That
What have you
it's
got?
like, oh, I'm ill. Mine's just a normal green. Like a.
Do you mean a normal green? This is a normal green. Are you on about like that? You're on about like that, aren't you?
No.
That's awful as well. Oh. See, I don't know whether I like it.
It's just red and green, not that green.
Yeah.
Like a lighter green, but not mucus green. More green. And I've got the grids on. Those just like staring into abyss.
look at that. Look at that. Ooh. There's a way where, how do you change the full interface to a dark one? I think it's one of these, isn't it?
And I was making a cigarette, no.
Oh, yeah.
Eating.
That's what it was then. I don't know where that light back ends. Looks like 70s.
I think mine's more like a closer to steel.
What, the background?
No, the green. So it's not a. Yeah, probably the one before blue, but still.
I don't like that, mate. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to change it all back, Hannah.
I'm too used to it now, dude. White.
Can't remember how I had it now. I think I was like that. What else did I change? Symbols.
The colours. You go black and white. Although
That's alright, but it needs a black outline. It's not too bad. I'm not keen on that green though. A bit more of a... Boom. And then the red.
animal.
A bit more. Oh, God, can't get any brighter. Yes, I always found that. No, yeah, I used to. When I went black and white, it's just nice and calm. Like when you're going into drawdown and that. When you see, let's say you're in bars and you see a big red candle smashing towards your
Two
stop
secs,
loss.
guys.
1, 2.
Yeah, you just see the red. Like, no.
Yeah. What if we went on like this?
That's a cold blue.
Oh, what about that?
Ooh.
That's not bad actually.
Hmm.
What do you think to that?
It's alright, that's good growness.
Oh, brighter. It's not bad.
Do you use the AI assistant?
I don't. Have you?
Like, you do.
What?
Holy Grail, do you?
No.
Have you tried it? No, I haven't. Right, I've got the there's a little indicator assistant.
Yeah.
I don't really look at, but should probably turn off. So. Yeah. Oops, yeah. So a post Andre put on saying that he's asked it to do a bot for him.
Hmm.
So maybe hold off getting AI to create things for you. Wonder if they like get greedy and siphon money off for themselves.
Oh, the bot.
Yeah, the AI bot. AI run bots.
Oh, this is not working.
Start getting some humans to build some factories for them. 20 minutes of the 4 hour.
Yeah, here's the thing though. If this 4 closes above,
You have to wait and see what the next one.
you're gonna need a bottom. You're gonna need a steep bottom wick to rule out the fake out,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna be looking at least another hour. That'll take us to 11, and then you'd need another hour close back in. That would be 12.
If this pulls back and closes, risking or.
Well, I don't really like that weekly. Worries me, but this weekly could flip to the upside at any point, so that worries me. So you could, yes, it's clean traffic from here to here, but we've done it that many times. Do we need to do it again? I'm not sure. When the previous week has broke out to the upside. So I don't know whether I would take sells down. This is the thing. This is what's difficult with it. I don't think I'd be interested in sells down unless I get a close below that, maybe. I don't actually think I would take the sellers down really down.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be on trade day again. I think we need to get this month out of the way. I don't think it's going to happen, guys. I don't. Even if they get the 4, probably looking at midday by the time we get a trade, really.
And there's news.
There's the news as well.
Yeah.
I might not even trade tomorrow, you know. Last day of the month. It's not. Is it? Guys, I'm gonna call it.
Yeah.
I don't think I mean, to be honest, if I really looked, I knew this about an hour ago. But
The rainy day.
because what I would want to see the forward close above, and then I would need a steep bottom wick, right? So it could happen with the next four, I suppose, but you're going to be on probably another hour. So let's say we get bullish one like that, and then I would need a steep bottom wick, and I'd need to. This is the thing. I'd need to test the forward low. So I'd need the pullback to come to like at least this level before I get a buy stop on above.
Yeah.
That's what I would need. So if we get a forward close above and I get a pullback, then I get a buy stop above the 4. That's all I'd be looking at. And yes, it could happen, but I'm not sure what'll happen in the next hour. I don't think it would do, to be honest with you. I think we'd probably end up getting another hour like that, and then maybe the next hour. So maybe 2 hours, maybe midday. You're probably looking at that. So at that point, I'm not going to be on at midday. I'm going to be done. There's no point staying on now, is there? Yeah. Any questions before I go?
No.
I'll drop it in the chat if I'm on tomorrow. At the minute, I'm not going to be on because it's the last day of the month. I want to see what that monthly does. But if I am on, I'll drop it in the chat and you'll see he's on here at 8 o'clock. On. Other than that, on stream, fantastic. Thanks for showing up. Hope you learned something. I know we didn't catch anything. And I'll see you potentially tomorrow, or if not next week. Catch you later. Dan, I will see you next week.